Hi, I'm Russ the Real Estate Dude with a Tampa real estate market update. It's early February. It's blustery outside today here in Tampa. I think it's 68 degrees and a nice strong wind, which is blustery for Tampa, right? So with that being said, here's a market update for Tampa. I'm going to do things a little bit differently this month because I want to give you a little bit more contrast over what's gone on in the last 5 years in the Tampa market. This is really powerful information. Some of these numbers are actually almost insane, and then they're still continuing, which is even more insane, right? So the list price per square foot in 2015 was $81 per square foot. The list price in 2020, in January of 2020, just last month, average list price per square foot in 2020 was $122 a square foot, which is up almost 50% year over year. 50%, up to 50% from 2015 to 2020. Get that right? 2015 to 2020, 5 years, over the last 5 years, the average price per square foot listed has gone up 50%, which is absolutely amazing numbers to be looking at. When you look at the total number of homes available in the Tampa market, in 2015 the market was flying. In 2016 the market was flying, and we had 25,000 homes available in the Tampa market. I did a radius in Tampa, pretty much popped Tampa downtown and went 25 miles out in every direction, and there was 25,000 homes available in that radius search in 2015. That same radius search in 2020, last month, currently right now, available in the same search, is 18,000 homes. Now, last year it was up at 22,000. The year before it was at 19. So we've had a little bit of a bounce going along through the volume of homes available for sale over the last couple of years, but it's been pretty much steady. So if you go backwards a year or two and look at my market updates, then I will say to you, at this rate right now, it looks like the market should flatten out a little bit. It really can't drop any lower than this, because at this point we're at a 2 and 3 month supply of homes across the board. So even now, currently, if you look at the total number of sales last month and the total number of inventory, we're still at around a 3 month supply of homes when you look at that radius circle. Now, the upper end of the market has slowed down a bunch, which isn't unusual. The upper end of the market's always slower than the lower end of the market. But in the sweet spot of the market, which is like 300 south right now, 18,000 homes and 3 month supply of homes, in some markets a little bit less than that, some a little bit higher than that. But it's still really low supply of homes. If 2015 was a great market, 2020 still a great solid market, low inventory. It's still hard to find a house. I was taking a buyer around looking for a house around $200,000, and there is not much available that's of a quality that they want to buy at $200,000. So it's still very similar in a lot of ways for buyers looking in that sub 300 market. There's not a whole lot of supply, and there's still good solid demand. Now here's the real mind boggler, right? Median house price sold in 2015 was $132. The median house price sold in January of 2020 was $225. That number is up almost 70%. Now, that's not saying every house went up 70% in the last 5 years, but what that's saying is the homes that are sold are more price and more price and more price and more price and more price going up on that, and that number difference is 70% over the last year. So when you hear me talking about market going up in the sweet spot of the market by 7, 8, 9, 10% in some of these markets, this would bear out to be true across the board. So there's still good solid appreciation going on in the Tampa market. The upper end has slowed down and stalled a little bit. January and February are always a little bit slow, but you know what the good news is? The market's going to pick back up in March and April and May, and we should see it still continue to grow. So if you're worried about your house going up in the near future, next year or two, I would say based on low supply and solid demand, prices are still going to continue going up. Hopefully not as high as they were. We want stable, we want smooth, we want even growth to be successful. There's a long Tampa real estate market update. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm Russ the Real Estate Dude. See you on the next Tampa real estate market update. Bye-bye.